It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see DJ Moore. He had a standout game 1 week ago with 3 touchdown catches. It's the Bears and the Vikings on Monday night.
U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And he's off to a tremendous start here through 2 weeks of the season. Already 9 touchdown passes. Everyone wants to come out and generate a little momentum. He's done that and more, no question about it.
Here we go. Set cut. Set cut.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 8 carries, 62 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. And look at this defense for the Vikings. And they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3-and-out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, what was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that fast.
A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. So excellent starting position here for the Vikings. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests.
Touchdown, Vikings! K.J. Osborne, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got him this great field position. And then 2 plays. And oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Ready?
2nd and 13. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Oh, nice move. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. And they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Ready?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Here we go, set.
In motion left goes Allen.
Ready, go. Hut, hut.
Back to the running game with Swift. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Swift, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both taken it right down Broadway. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison
His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have retaken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Face mask. Defense.
So defensively, just got the hand up too high, and that adds even more yardage to what was already an impressive run.
And as a defender, you're doing what you normally do on any play, just grabbing at anything, trying to get him down. But when you're downfield, you're a little more exposed. They'll get you every time when they see it.
Swift going to try up the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. For the Bears at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time. He didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time. They would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're training him to understand. This is the amount you have. Make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. KJ Osborne, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. You look at this Bears defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
And he is caught. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. Quickly to Addison here. Nice move at the 40. His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Again, he'll drop to throw. To Jefferson on the slant. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 28. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They go play action here on first down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They'll look to throw again. This one caught by Osborne, right side. Touchdown! K.J. Osborne with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings add 6 to their lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead is now 13. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's polished off by a Viking score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points on? Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably nothing for it coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. With a lead to fourth down. Now here's Trenton Gill on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. So here are the Vikings to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. They'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The 2nd down and 10th there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing the receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Back to throw again. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. 49 yards. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession as we eke closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 48 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is now 13. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong, only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, That's our identity. That's our bread and butter. That's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turned into a heck of a DB, though, partner. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. He's delivered a solid performance so far here in the second quarter.
Everything has been good for him. And right now, if you're on defense, you don't want it to go to great. So you have to just change up coverages and looks on him all the time. Press coverage sometimes, back off and play some man, show some zone, double team him, make him really work for each and every catch.
He's hit the end zone once. Maybe there's more in the tank. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He lets one go deep for Addison. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Jordan Addison with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked to his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. But the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in a second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Now the point after try for Santos. And that will cut this lead down to 13. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Jordan Addison back out now as the Vikings offense set to take possession. We're in the second quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain him?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him, maybe even have a third person in the area, and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for it.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Keenan Allen, as the first half is winding down. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. There's a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense, making his presence felt early in this one. First half already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was the Lions who were able to come away with the home victory. Jared Goff, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. Next, we head off to check out another game, and it was the visiting Atlanta Falcons who come in and get the victory. Bijan Robinson, a touchdown run in the victory. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Jamar Chase, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Jordan Addison in the offense out for another drive. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one, because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here, third quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Singletary, they'll go up the middle, runs through the contact. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. On play action, they'll throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
But you could almost see his eyes light up defensively. I mean, as a linebacker, that's about as quick as you can get to a quarterback.
So what did your 3rd grade teacher teach you about straight lines, right? As soon as you have those, you take full advantage of them. He found a gap in the offensive line, got to the quarterback, and put him on the deck.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Ready?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
56 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Final minute now of the third quarter.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Offside. Defense.
So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty
That
when you
penalty
picked
is
up the first
declined.
down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
On the double. Stick. Mega. Blaster. Stick. Steel. Black. Black. Red. Set.
Back to throw here.
Open man, he finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Bears have tied the ball game with a chance to go ahead now in the final seconds of the third quarter. Well, they were down 6 at intermission, but they quickly erased that deficit. And, Charles, now they've got a chance to take the lead.
And while being down 6 points, obviously not an insurmountable lead, tying a game up, that just relaxes a whole team, doesn't it? And now when you add the extra point and you go up, you really feel good about what you've accomplished.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And out now come the Vikings.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
The pass there over the middle to start things out. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll give this to Singletary running right. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well. And we saw on that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Throw caught there by Osborne.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
If they get nothing else here on 3rd down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. And that'll keep this a one-point game. Man, it is a cruel game sometimes, as evidenced by that kick right there.
Yeah, this game has no remorse at times, does it? I have a feeling that when this left his foot, he thought he'd given his guys the lead. But that ball just kept moving on him. And in the end, you heard the sound, and he's denied by the goalposts.
Ready, 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 ready.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Now, hang on here, because DeAndre Swift injured on that last play and in need of a little assistance. 2nd down and 8. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
White. Ready.
Here's 2nd and 8. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Hey, cross field.
Herbert powering up the middle. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Ready, set.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Smash. Ready.
They'll go again with Herbert.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he'll be out of bounds after his short pickup, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Okay, ready?
But now an audible here into something else.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Ready?
Herbert will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down by 8, 1:55 remaining. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10.
Completes this to Jefferson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their #1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. He'll look to throw.
Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you can see what they were trying to do, just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time of the game, I love the call. But here, you're not going to hold safeties, you're not going to hold corners with any looks, because they know what the situation is, ends up throwing the interception.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Let's go now.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Go ultra. Check pitch.
They'll run with Herbert. And he is going to have the Bears first. And that should be the capper. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Bears, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.